This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning, Rabbi Seif. We're continuing in Hilchos Tefillin, Siman Chafei, Sif Yud Beis. The Mechaber continues, Mi shemeniach tefillin shel yad uberach, someone who made a bracha on his tefillin. Uvetchilas hahiduk nifsak hakesher sheyad. And as he's tightening it, the knot snapped. V'hutzrach lases kesher acher. And you need to make another knot. So basically the whole knot snapped. Amnam lo hisiach daitoi. But the whole time you were focused on the tefillin, eino tzarich lachzor levach. You don't have to go back and make another bracha. Im hutar shel yad koidem hanacha shel rosh. If the shel yad unraveled before you put on the shel rosh, mahadkan, you tighten it, ve'ein tzarich lachzor levarach. You don't have to make another bracha. Avalam hiniach shel rosh. If you put on the shel rosh, ve'achar kach hutar shel yad, and then the shel yad unraveled, mahadekum levarach. You tighten the shel yad and you do make a bracha. Okay, let's see the Mishna Berura on what we read. So someone's putting on tefillin shel yad, says the Mishna Berura, v'uadin b'tefillin shel rosh dina hachi, that if it snaps before you made the bracha, then it snaps, you could fix it and you don't have to make another bracha. He says, that's so long as you are not meisiach das. V'afilu imsach bein tayim l'tzarich inyan, even if you talked for the sake of your tefillin, einoi hefsek b'diavad, it's not a hefsek b'diavad, ukal kaman, siman kaf samach zayin sivav. V'ayin le'el b'siman ches, Mishna Berura, sivkatan chav ches. Okay, sivkatan nun. Ulevarech. You don't have to make another bracha. Why? You made a bracha. You try to put on tefillin shel yad. It snapped. So I don't have to make another bracha while I'm busy fixing it. Since I didn't put it on yet, the bracha was not chal on any mitzvah. Making the knot is not an interruption. Since it is relevant to the mitzvah. Therefore the bracha devolves on the second putting on. From here we can learn. If someone has tefillin without a knot, ubeirach, and he made a bracha, va'asa kesher, and then he made a knot, v'yiniach, and he put on the tefillin, the b'diavad shaper oila habracha she'asa b'diavad, the bracha helps. The asiyas hakesher einoi hefsek, making the knot is not an interruption. Umashma midivrei HaShulchan Aruch, it's mashma from the Shulchan Aruch, dim la'achar shehidei katfillin im hazroya. From the Shulchan Aruch it's mashma that if after you tightened the tefillin on the arm, nifsak hakesher, tzarich lachzor ulevarich. Meaning, the Mechaber only says that if the knot snapped before you put it on, then you're allowed to fix it, because the bracha wasn't chal yet. However, what if you put it on and then it snapped? The bracha was chal on the original placement, you would have to make another bracha. The kfar nigmar masa mitzvah, the mitzvah is already complete. It's like it slipped out of its place. The tzarich levarech kishemachzirin v'chanal, where you have to make a bracha when you put it back, like we said earlier. But the achronim dispute this diuk, meaning they dispute this opinion. Because they write, the kivan de berchas laniach shaberach koidem hanacha shel yad. Since for Ashkenazim, meaning I would say the Mechaber is l'shitase. According to the Mechaber, that the bracha on the shel yad is only going on the shel yad. So once you put on the shel yad, if it then snaps, you'll have to make another bracha. But according to us, that the lahaniach is going on the shel rosh as well. So now the bracha is not done. Vim came kozman shel niach tefillin shel rosh. So long as you didn't put on the tefillin shel rosh, Adayin asuk b'mitzvah. You're still busy doing the mitzvah. Hashayich la'oisa bracha. That's connected to that bracha. So the bracha did not fully devolve. V'loi nigmar adayin ha-mitzvah shaberach alav. The mitzvah that you made the bracha on is not finished. Ad sheiniach gam ha'shel rosh. Alkein. K'moi behutar ha-kesher shel yad. Just like if the kesher of the shel yad gets untied, before you put on the shel rosh, where the Shulchan Aruch paskins, pasek Shulchan Aruch, deina tzarich lachzor, that the Shulchan Aruch paskins, you don't have to make another bracha. Hu adin nami, the same din would apply. Im nifsak hakesher gamkein. if the knot snapped, eino tzarich lachzor levarich. So it seems like it's not necessarily dependent on the Shulchan Aruch Shita, because the Shulchan Aruch concedes that if the knot didn't snap, it just unraveled, you could put it on again without a bracha. The Achronim say likewise if it snapped. V'im nifsak hakesher shel roish oya shel yad la'achar shekvar iniach shel roish v'hidkoi. If the kesher of the shel roish or the shel yad snaps after you put on the shel roish and you fasten it, then tzarich lachzor levarich. Now, what if you're in a place no one has any clue how to tie the knot? If you're going to have to use other tefillin, according to everyone, you're going to have to make a bracha. Again, the dami lahad, the Siman reish vav siv vav. This is similar to Siman reish vav siv vav. What is that? That if somebody takes a fruit and he makes a bracha and it falls into the dirt and he has to take another fruit, everyone agrees you have to make another bracha because you did not have in mind that fruit when you made the bracha. Sivkata nun aleph. Hutar hakesher. V'hu adinim nishmetu mimakayman. The same din would apply if it slipped out of its place. So not only if it got unraveled, but if it slipped out of its place. When we say you put on the shel roish, that means you fastened it. Do ikar mitzvahs hanacha, that's the main placement. One more Mishna Berura. Mahadek umavarich. Oh, listen carefully. This is going on if you put on the shel roish and then the shel yad got undone, you have to make another bracha. But yeah, but wait a second, but didn't we say from the shla that in the middle of davening, it's like you had in mind, you were not Mesiach Das. So Mishna Berura points that out right over here. Mahadik mavarich dahavalei kinishmetu mimekayman. V'cheinim hutar shel roish la'achar hidukai. Tzarich lachzor levarich. You have to go back and make another bracha, kishamahadkai al roishai. But olafi ma shekasavnu le'el b'shem hashla, but according to what? So we wrote earlier in the name of the Shla, Ein levarich im hotar tefillin bizman hatfila b'chol gavnei, because it's considered like you were not Mesiach Das. Okay, we'll hold it over here for today. Wish everybody a great day. We'll see everybody Monday, Mirz Hashem.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.